how have you helped musicians? Like, I feel like that's not an uncommon mentality to first have as a musician, because we hear all, we see, especially in the athletic world, athletes that we look up to and stuff like that, that's their motto. And we think, I don't know if we just like maybe subconsciously just make the connection that improving is going to take hard work, which is true, but not to the point of
Yes.
sacrificing our health. So how have you
Right.
helped people understand that part of it?
Well, I think the athletic world also doesn't believe in no pain, no gain anymore, but they have a whole team with them who are on the field immediately if somebody sustains an injury. They've got all the physical therapists and modalities to help them. We don't have a backstage person in a lot of places. I tried to do that, to have somebody available in case somebody immediately is feeling pain or tightness and needs a few hands-on moves that can loosen these things. So we don't have that access to help, or we didn't, especially when I was a professional playing full-time. Now there are so many people out there that are focusing on music medicine. It's become an actual medical field. It's where people get an education and get a degree. We can lean on athletic medicine a lot because we are the small muscle Olympians. And although it's not externally as visible, what we do is as athletic as the great elite athletes. But we didn't want to be known as jocks, right?
Right.
And we thought, oh, I'm making this beautiful music and, I'm playing Brahms, and you lose sight of the time and you just keep playing because you want to perfect it. And some of those excuses, issues are something that we need as musicians to really be aware of, that we need to warm up. We need to cool down. We need to increase our practice load gradually. We need to lessen the practice load before a big performance. And we can do a lot of improvement in our playing and our interpretation through mental imaging, which doesn't physically tax us. We have to try to stay in neutral and be aware of things like, okay, how can I make this easier? How can I, relax through this big shift or, difficult passage? How can I practice so that I'm not tiring one group of muscles out totally, whereas a different piece of music may use different muscles? And then I could go back to the really hard stuff. There's so many things now that we have learned, not only from the athletic world, but over the time that now doctors are really studying this. Yeah, so I was individually coaching people. I was getting pretty good at eyeballing them and often seeing what might have caused the problem. Very often, it's not one thing, one move that does it. It can be. It can be a sudden increase of practice that, your body says, okay, I'm done with that. But it's usually cumulative, that years of, or even months of increasing your practice load, being more stressed and tense because you're preparing a big audition or something. Maybe you helped your friend move or wallpapered the place or did some other arm intensive and hand intensive activity that combined can cause an injury. So it's not just examining your posture and what you have done, but it's also activities of daily living. And very often people will come and say, it just suddenly started hurting. But I encourage people to keep a diary. We have our schedule. It's easy to put in, oh, today, my fingers are just sluggish. I felt tired, and maybe it was aching or felt hot. That things I could do really easily a week ago aren't so easy today. And then you can see if there's a pattern building up that you're, susceptible to an injury.
Hey, thanks for tuning into this episode of Trust the Process, the official podcast of Musician Unchained, the newest coaching program dedicated to helping musicians navigate and overcome injury. But before you go, I have a few quick ways you can stay connected and support our growing community. First of all, I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me a text with the link below and share your thoughts, questions, or just say hi. You can also check the show out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We also would love to see you in our Facebook support group, Trust the Process Podcast Injured Musician Support Group. If you found value in today's episode, consider making a donation to support our mission of empowering musicians worldwide. Every contribution helps us create more content and resources for you, so visit link number 2 below to support the mission. If you decide to donate, I'll send you my newest resource, the Injured Musician Toolkit, which is an ebook designed to give you tools to help you get through your injury. Subscribe to our newsletter to get exclusive insights, tips, sneak previews of episodes, and announcements straight to your inbox. Act now and I will send you a free gift. So sign up at www.musicianunchained.com/newsletter. And if you or someone you know would like to go deeper with me in the topics of injury and mindset, head over back to musicianunchained.com and check out the Let's Hang tab. As always, I want to thank Daniel Baldwin, my audio engineer, and my sister Dana Lovell for her help with the promotional materials. There is no podcast without them. But before I go, I want to tell you how much I deeply appreciate your time and support. You are not alone on this journey. There are musicians and educators out there who need this resource, and we need to get it to them. Together, we are breaking the chain of old habits and thought patterns that don't serve us anymore, and unchaining the potential within ourselves to face each challenge with strength and resilience. So, as I always say, keep on keeping on, and keep trusting the process. Until next time.